Oh wait, it's... Whoops. I said a bad word too early. Oops. Usually I have to wait 7 seconds. Listen, we'll pretend that didn't happen. We'll pretend that didn't happen. I told you I might be back. And look at that. I'm back. Because I'm not gonna let that from earlier slide. No, no. No, no. What happened earlier, I would honestly class as misinformation. It's misinformation leading the public to believe that I'm bad at this game, when in actuality, I'm the best at this game. It's true. Oh, fuck's sake. I need to set up that thing where different people have different roles to get notifications for different channels. Oh, my shoulder just popped. Wait, actually, there's something I forgot to do earlier that I need to go do real quick. Hang on, chat. While I ready up, I'm going to go do that real quick. I'm literally going to be like 20 seconds. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back from being AFK. What's up, Ellie Nova? There we go. Sorry, I had to quickly run and do something that I forgot to do. And I'm back just in time. I can't have what happened earlier happen. Also, what's up, Space Ashes? I cannot have what happened earlier. I can't just let that slip, you know? How are we feeling? Pretty good. Pretty good. Today has been decent. Today has been cool. Today's been chill. It's been fun. Hey, that's all good again. It's no rush to get the video out. Whenever you get it done, it's all good. Am I a Fortnite pro? Maybe once upon a time. Maybe if you go back to me like 5-6 years ago, I could be considered good at this game, but no longer. I have fallen off, as they say. Okay, I guess I've actually got that guy. Sure. Yes, I am washed. got a text a second ago. I need to check this. Uno memento. Alright, cool. Yeah, I went out for a belated birthday dinner with other side of my family. That was fun. That was chill. It was nice. So yeah, I'm feeling decent. We went to an Italian place. I had a whole ass pizza to myself. Usually when we go to restaurants, I am not able to finish what I'm eating. But no, I actually did eat a lot of it. What's my Fortnite skin? This is the rip-off John Wick. This is the Fortnite's off-brand version of John Wick. What the fuck? I get the feeling this guy's going to be a pain in my ass. Point proven. He's going to shockwave up to me now, watch. Fuck. See, but I get the kill that time. Hang on. Right, hang on. Fuck. You couldn't come up and fight the other dude that landed here? It had to be me? Jeez. Rough first game. Rough first game. Hang on a sec. L snipes, we resort to those tactics, I see. Silence, I don't want to hear it. Hang on. Someone's trying to send me some money for my birthday, and it's saying my account number on my bank is wrong. Alright. It's just that the bank is not working. The bank app is not working. So it will be done tomorrow instead. I need tea. I need tea. Maybe I should have taken a quick break to make some tea. My fucking slide cancelling is on though, holy shit. That's movement right there. A llama? Here's a llama. Or is it a rock? Fuck, it's a rock. Is it even a rock? What is that? Yeah, it's a rock. It looked so pink. How's my day going? It's been good. It's been good. It's been chill. Fucking, why is that? Why do... Oh my god, why is my sense so high? There we go. Holy shit. It's turning so fast while I was trying to throw those. Fucking over-reliance on explosive weapons. Get out my game. Like, I have a quad launcher and it is all I will use. Fuck you. You deserve to lose. Best movie I've seen recently? Probably one battle after another. She was pretty gas. The Long Walk was also pretty fire as well. I'd say I maybe liked The Long Walk more than one battle after another. It's really good. It's very good. Here we go. No more explosives for me, please. I don't know why, but I don't really fuck with carrying explosive weapons all that much. Oh, I didn't drop it. I thought I did. Okay, I abstain from using that. I don't know why, but like, there's just something about explosive weapons in this game. I never really like using them too much. I've not seen Licorice Pizza. That is another... Was that PTA's most recent film? Before one battle after another? Or am I getting my lore wrong there? See, this is elite movement right here. You can get rid of all of the... Oh my god. You can get rid of all of the corn in your way, just... expose any hiding enemies. Actually, speaking of the Long Walk, the guy from the Long Walk is in Licorice Pizza, the main character in the Long Walk. I think he also plays the lead in Licorice Pizza, if memory serves me right. This guy 100% thinks I'm like hacking or something. This movement is genuinely like quicker than sprinting, I'm pretty sure. I might not be quicker than sprinting, but it's more efficient than sprinting. Yeah, I don't think it's quicker, but it's more efficient. I think the rate at which I do it is a little too fast, so it kind of cancels out a lot of the momentum that you could build from it. I'm trying to practice like getting really good at it, so that I can have the best movement in the game. Tom Waits is also in Licorice Pizza. I feel like I've heard that before, but just like completely fucking forgot about that nugget of information. Oh, hello. Hello. It's just a repeat of earlier. It's just a fucking repeat of earlier. This is gonna be a repeat of earlier. I'm not gonna get any wins. I'm not gonna win a single fucking game. Ready up, man! I already clicked the fucking button. It's gonna be a repeat of earlier. Oh Christ. After this game, I'm making tea. I need caffeine. I'm tired. I can't really like feel it properly, but I think the 2 hours of sleep is having an effect on me. I've usually had at least like double this. It's some of the eeriest menu music you've heard in a minute. Yeah. I got it from playing the fucking Kid Amnesia bullshit for the Kid A and Amnesiac 20th anniversary thing. I was like, hey, it's Radiohead. I can have Radiohead playing in my lobby, and it's the fucking backing vocals from the title track on Kid A. Dispatch was fun but overhyped. The stuff I've seen of Dispatch has been great. I've had basically the whole fucking thing spoiled for me. I know how the game ends. I know a lot of the paths that you can take with a lot of the characters, but the writing seems great. They got a fun cast, stacked cast. That got nobody. Oh, I'm dead. I wasn't expecting everyone to just fucking converge on me then. Get this fucking fly out of my face. I see him. He doesn't see me. Fuck. He did the exact thing I hoped he'd done. I was hoping that he went into the garage and broke up to get to the chest. Instead of, like, going around, and that's exactly what he did. I should have drank the slurp juice instead of the big pot. Look at you go. Wow. I didn't mean to get you to do that. I meant to pull my pickaxe out. Look at him go. No, fuck it, I'll just drink this slurp and then pick up these minis. I was talking about how I'm not crazy on explosives, but, like, come on. It's like old RPG right there. Amnesiac or Renegades? Renegades. Actually, no, Amnesiac. Not Renegades, no. I was confusing Renegades with the Battle of Los Angeles, then. No, that one pretty handily goes to Amnesiac for me. Where was this motherfucker that was just walking about? Purple spaz just lying on the floor. Beautiful. That's what I'm talking about, wee boo boo. That is a hard fucking quote right there. Go get that shit framed. If I ever listened to the Brobex, they seem around my alley, and Down Weeks sings. I am not familiar with the Brobex. Down Weeks being on vocals is interesting. Seems like it could be either really good or really terrible. I call you Wee Boo Boo, but that's not your name. It's the name that I'm being presented. Whoa, what was that? It's pronounced boo-boo? How does the we come into it then? Is it just a we as in small? Silent we. God, the synergy that your cock and the toilet bowl need to hear for your we to be silent. Small we. Alright. 2 green vending machines, by the way. Boo boo like boo beep. Huh? What the fuck does that mean? Oh, you mean little Bo Peep? I see. Bo Peep. Okay, no, I'm picking up on what you're putting down. Exactly. It's first grade, SpongeBob. So is it meant to be pronounced like Bobo then? Is Bobo the correct way of saying it? Oh, we as in little, and then Bobo as in Bo Peep. Lil Bobo. I see! It's all coming together now. That's actually kind of genius. Moving on an entirely different level with that username. I'm hearing fighting going on, and we're gonna sacrifice this for the sake of shockwaves. Because who needs a burst in their life? The fuck? Everyone's moving about. Hello? Yep, dude, you just give it a rest, mate. Yeah, fuck it, I push this. See? You're a little bitch. Yeah, little bitch. fuck you. Fuck you. Such a bitch. I'm gonna grapple away, and the first thing I'm gonna do is throw up a fucking portal fortress, because I'm that scared. You hit me one time, and I'm that scared of it. Why are my lobbies so fucking sweaty? I've not won a single game today. I've not won a single game today. Usually, as soon as you get like a fucking 0-kill win, it puts you in the sweaty lobbies. I've not even gotten that. I think it's like because I'm starting to get active again. Whenever like older accounts like mine that have been around like since towards like the start of the game, wait, what the fuck? My brain just completely blanked. With accounts old as mine that have been around almost as long as the game has, they tend to, whenever you get active again, like, they wait until they know you're active and then they start ramping up the skill-based matchmaking a bit. I've noticed that a decent bit. If I play irregularly, my lobbies are decent. As soon as I start playing regularly, that's when it starts really, like, kicking my ass with the lobbies it gives me. Blind or oxygen? Oxygen. I did. She has the Wuthering Heights soundtrack. She released a song featuring John Cale, legendary multi-instrumentalist, songwriter, producer John Cale, on a Charlie XCX track. I haven't listened to the song yet. I have seen the Mario Galaxy trailer, and it looks like a sequel to the Mario movie. In both good ways and bad. The animation quality it has to be expected from Illumination, is fantastic. The film looks beautiful. I'd arguably say it looks even better than the first. Benny Safdie, yeah, that was such a random announcement for this fucking kids movie. We're gonna hype up Benny Safdie, right? You know, the director, formerly of the Safdie brothers, whose performance work credits go to like fucking Oppenheimer. Yeah, they put the Prowler theme for Bowser Jr. as well. Fucking Benny Safdie. So random. Like, Brie Larson, that's a recognizable name. That's Captain Marvel. That's... What other, like, big shit has Brie Larson been in? I don't know why, but my brain's blanking on big Brie Larson roles. She's Captain Marvel, for fuck's sake, okay? Maybe Benny's trying to break out. Maybe this will make him the household name. That Jack Black was selling him as in that promo. That is such a random... Such a random thing to request at the end of the movie. It's not Brie Larson's fault that Captain Marvel was mid. It's the fact that it was a boring-ass fucking movie. I actually quite like Brie Larson. And she's also a huge Nintendo fan, so it's nice to see her get this role! Yeah, she is a known massive Nintendo fan, so it's nice to see her get the role of Rosalina. And of course, fucking Betty Safdie as Bowser Jr. for whatever reason. The Marvels were just as mid. I've not seen the Marvels. The only notable thing I can think of about the Marvels is the end credits scene where Beast shows up and it's like, oh shit, X-Men. Such a huge post-credit scene to tack onto one of the worst received recent MCU films. You don't need to apologize, I'm not watching that shit. The only time I'll be watching that shit is if I, like, decide to do a big MCU ranking around the time that Doomsday or Secret Wars comes out. So we're looking, like, a year or two into the future. And it's not a film I would be particularly excited to get to. Give me minis, give me minis, give me minis. I don't want to drink this big pot before I find minis, or another big pot. Minis, 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 minis. Fuck. Actually, slurp juice would be more beneficial for me. Slurp juice, slurp juice, slurp juice. Oh, you've got to be shitting me. Very real player. Very, very real player. Don't want to hear any of this NPC bullshit. Again, a real player. Yeah, new Magdalena Bay singles do sound hype. Magdalena Bay turning into good gorillas, honestly. I mean, I'm starting to hope these aren't for an album. You know, because if we're getting this many singles and it's for an album, it's A, gonna be the longest album fucking ever, or B, well, it's A, gonna be the longest album ever, and B, like, I just hate having this many singles going into an album in general. I never want to hear this much of an album before it releases. Maybe songs that didn't fit on albums? I hope so. I'm hoping that's just what it is. I'm gonna pickaxe this motherfucker. Get back here. Come here. Yeah, it's not working. That was too much hassle. Hello. You gotta be fucking shitting me. There we go. Some country. Country's not a genre we've tapped into in a while on stream. Sure. I have watched Gorilla Del Taco's Frankenstein, yes. It was good. It was good. The pacing was bad. Again, that's my biggest problem with it, is the pacing is pretty bad. Still, it's good. Yeah, country's never really been my cup of tea, per se. I have always admired country from a distance, we'll say. Damn, I've just fucked this guy's whole day up. I'm sorry, dude. Motherfucker just wanted to ride around on his thingy. I feel bad. Can the heavy sniper one-tap this thing? Because I think it's still 10,000 HP, right? It is. Nope. It cannot. Now he fucked up that grapple, didn't he? Jesus. You want some? I'll fucking give it ya. Dead. Why the fuck? Like, why is it when you slide, you need to look at the ground? Like, why? I scope in to try and hit a cool snipe, and the game's like, mate, you're looking at the ground. What are you doing? Of course we trade. Literally, one of my least favorite bugs that Epic Games just, like, refuse to fix for some reason. Like, why do I need to stare at the ground while I'm sliding? It's so stupid. Especially with a sniper, because it's impossible to adjust that shit, because it fucking moves up so slow. That was looking at that. Pick up the peanut, holy shit. I actually thought that might kill me then, because I was gliding against the edge of the fucking thing. I am fucking terrified. I cannot believe that name. Chris Christopherson. Absolutely atrocious name. I'm sorry, but like, that's just unfortunate. It has to be a stage name, right? There's no way that's that motherfucker's actual name. Can't wait for the third party. Oh, neither can I. Okay, so I'm lagging now they're in the final eye. Interesting. Well, might as well. Oh, the lag. Oh, wow. Yep, there it is. Oh, wow, I lose. Wow, holy shit. What was that bloom on that guy? Fuck. What was that? He fucking triple headshot me while jumping. I think. That is... No, because that was with an AK, right? Like, you need to understand how bad that bloom is and how lucky you need to be to hit that. You do not understand the odds of what just happened to me happening to me. You don't understand. The likelihood of him hitting that sequence of shots is so fucking low. In the same way that I got, like, a min damage pump shot earlier, followed by someone no-scope headshotting me while fucking zooming past me. That's 2 times some shit like that. Some, like, incalculable bullshit has happened to me in the span of the same day. Bro was quick with it. Bro's a pussy. That's what he is. He's a bitch. It's fine. We'll get him this round. Where else do you see movement like what I've just displayed? It's as simple as just mantling on a tire. And you get the best movement in the game. It works sometimes. I forgot to make tea. How is that my Fortnite skills? That was pure fucking luck. I died to luck. I am dead because he rolled fucking impossible dice odds. And I rolled dick in a can. Like, it's the distance he was from me, the fact that he jumped, the fact that he was moving while jumping, the fact that it was a jump off of a fucking grapple as well, like that level of speed, and he triple headshots me with an AK. That is just bollocks. Never in a million years would the game allow me to hit some shit like that. It would allow me to hit some shit like this. Never mind. I didn't hit dick. Wow, you people are so mean to me. You've just seen the exact same thing that I saw. But you're choosing to ridicule me instead of standing by my side in my time of grief and pain. Oh, I'm about to... Oh, that building go boom boom. Fucking hell. Did you just go in there? The fuck did that guy go? Stop oh, I need to get a new controller. I need to get a new controller, I need to get a new phone. What else do I need? Need some bitches. Hello. You're about to die. Watch this. Where the fuck do you think you'll go? Oh, that's not even the same guy. Fuck you mean this aim? I hadn't fired a single shot yet. I was throwing dynamite at a building. You're critiquing me for things that have not happened. Controller R aim. I thought keyboard and mouse players used the crutch of aim assist being broken. Which is it? Is it controller players can't aim or aim assist is broken? Go pick a lane. Bro, I'm so fucking tired. Yes, please. Hello. Thank you. 200 brick. That's doable, you know. That's probably not what. That's actually not even worth. Because I'm gonna find movement somewhere. Oh, I didn't even need to buy that heavy sniper. Look at that. I will be fucking myself immediately. PUBG over Fortnite? God, I've not seen that sentence uttered out of anyone's mouth in years. Was the outing early nice? It was pleasant. It was chill. It was a nice time. Oh shit, I forgot the fucking umbrella wasn't there. What was the other thing in here? You know. Oh, I don't know about that, Chivo. My snipes are not on. Oh, fuck you. Oh, fuck you, that bloom. Wow, that is the game letting that guy... What, the game let him off scot-free. The game let him off without a fucking warning. Yep. Hey, GG's, dude. GG's. GG's. That is just bad bloom. Hey, you win. There we go. Never mind. No, just there. I only have that emote to do it in front of people, so it looks like I'm, you know. I'll display what it looks like next game, but still. Where's Crocky messaging me? I see. Crocky, if you're watching the stream, I appreciate that message. I can't respond right now because I'm locking in on Fortnite. But I will respond to you after this game. Respond to Crocky? I will. I'm going to. He actually sent me quite a lovely message. And I'm going to respond to him. So I can find a safe spot to chill. Oh, you've got to be fucking my ass. Oh, you're up top. How did you get up there without fucking me seeing you, Mantle? Wow, look at my HP. Uh-oh. Almost got homered. Not quite, though. I'm simply the better player. Fucking jump. Holy shit. Fuck. Wasn't paying attention, wanted to hit the slide when I landed. I'm just hitting the bush in general and not the actual guy. I need to just not try and fire at people in bushes from far away, because I just shoot at the bush. I never know where on the fucking player to shoot. Huh? Is your bush invincible? Apparently almost. Just in case any unlucky son of a bitch walks in here. No heals. Nothing. Shit, dude, I'm one tap to a heavy sniper right now. Or a trap. So I'm being extra fucking careful to make sure there's no traps around, because Salty Springs is the place, for some reason, where everyone decides to place their traps. Oh my good god. Thank you, game. I hit none of that. Oh, you've got to be fucking my ass. Oh, my P90's all of a sudden out of ammo, guys. I fired like 3 fucking shots at the guy and my P90's all of a sudden out of ammo, guys. Oh, I'm gonna freak. I'm actually gonna lose my shit. I'm actually crashing out. I'm actually genuinely crashing out, and it's not okay. I need to calm myself. I need to center 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 myself. Okay, I'm centered. I'm centered. Don't be mad, have fun, listen. Why have fun when I can let out all of my anger on a video game? I'm playing 3D chess. With this logic right here. Why have fun when I can let out all of my anger on the game? I'm going Dusty this game. We're switching it up. No more of that tilted bullshit. Dusty is where it's at. Dusty is going to provide. There's even a llama right there for us. I think they've put render distance on llamas, which I don't appreciate. Because I've not seen a llama from like really, really far away in a while. Like, I didn't notice that llama was there until I was within, like, the 400-meter range. Maybe the situation could have been resolved like that, Chivo. Just play Fortnite instead. This guy has not just done that much fucking damage to me with a fucking 6-shooter. I just know he hasn't. I should let earlier slide because I'm past my prime. I'm well aware, I've stated multiple times. My prime on this game was like 2019, 2020. You know, 5-6 years ago. We are not in that era anymore. I'm now washed. You can tell. Okay, ready. Fuck, let me up. I could have sworn I heard fighting going on here. There's no way they've dipped already. The Unk Tuber. Do I blow myself up? No, I don't. I don't. I persevere. What the fuck? I want to. Look at that, I'm healing. That gets you to fucking rush straight down, doesn't it? Arc Raiders? I could be interested in Arc Raiders at some point. 47 fucking damage, ladies and gentlemen. 47 damage. On a point blank green pump headshot. 47 damage. 47. On a point blank headshot from a pump shotgun. 47. Crazy. Crazy. I think that is actually min damage for a headshot with a green pump. Let me look back at that. Oh my fucking god. How am I hitting for fucking 47? Like, the game is just sucking that guy's cock, honestly. PUBG is shit. Play some Gooncraft instead of this. I can't be asked with fucking Gooncraft right now. play Spottle. I'm not streaming on my PC. I wouldn't even be able to display Spottle. Fuck it. We're Pleasant. Stance monkey in this game? It is. What am I gonna be on for? I don't fucking know. Respond to okay. Got to do that. Hey, thank you for being in Space Ashes. Temporary secretary will live forever. Live forever by who? There's a handful of songs I'm thinking of when it comes to Live Forever. By Blur. If it's by Blur, then I don't know, because I don't remember that song. If I've even heard it. I don't really have an angle where I can... Oh, wait! Oh, there was minis right here and I stopped the fucking big pot. Oh my god, I'm just put me out of my fucking misery. I may as well be killed off now. I'm so fucking tired. Like, I shouldn't be playing this game. Like, actually, don't stay up as long as I have, which has been, like, from 8 AM to now, which is midnight, when you're on 2 hours of fucking sleep. Insomnia doesn't cause anger, insomnia causes me to be shit at the game, and that leads me to be angry. Teenage Riot by Sonic Youth, or Teenagers by MCR. Both at 0 out of 10s, to be honest. There's my response. It's like I'm scratching my foot, I'm scratching my foot, I'm scratching my foot, hang on. Foot has been scratched. Little Child by the Beatles or Woman is the M-Word by John. Listen. Both songs are bad, however, Little Child at least is only bad because you look at the lyrics and raise your eyebrows and you're like, huh? I know that's not what he means, but that's a terrible way of wording that. Woman is the blank of the world is a song so absolutely atrociously written that is hilarious. Both slap, yeah. I'm gonna have to award the worst of the two to John Lennon. Both written by John? Oh. Well, I'm gonna have to give it to John for his solo song. Well, kind of solo. It also has Yoko Ono's involvement. John Lennon and Yoko Ono's iconic, classic, truly mind-melting, spellbinding track. Woman is the... of the world. Yoko gave him the N-word pass. I don't think she can do that. Rock and Roll by Patti Smith. Quite the conundrum you've presented me there. I've got no fucking idea. Has she? Someone figure it out. That's vital info. I for sure thought I was dead there. But I for sure am not. Imagine her screaming that for 30 minutes. That sounds like music to me. She wrote that song basically. Okay. No, after this game, I'm actually gonna go make tea. I've said that like a million games in a row by now. Probably, I'm actually gonna go do it after this game. Is Patti Smith even worth listening to besides the Slur song? I mean, what reason would you have to listen to any of her other songs if they're not the Slur song, you know? You've already got everything you need in one track. Why would you need any more? That's just greedy. Can you write an F-word song about? No. Absolutely not. Holy shit. I am too fucking out of my mind for this. I'm so fucking tired. It's getting to the point where I'm actually really starting to feel it now. Like, I've not been feeling it all day. But I'm actually really starting to feel it now. Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Well, if that's what the F word means, then sure. As long as it doesn't include, you know, the gamer F word, we're fine. Outgamed. Truly outgamed. Bitch. Frog. I see. I see. I mean, I'm not liable for what you put on the songs. I cannot be blamed for any of the material that lands on anything you create. It will be you that has to suffer the consequences. Chivo will be cancelled in the Big 25. We're taking influence from John. That's beautiful. Letting your influences really shine through your music and transform it into something new. It's powerful stuff. Please tell me there's a fucking quad crasher left over here. Oh, you slut! Oh! Need. Thank you. Who does? Gage. Uploading shorts. Gage. Out here. Trying to boost his channel. How dare he? He should be doing nothing but promoting my channel. It's true. By the way, chat, since we surpassed Crocky in subs, our new goal is now Gage. He's at like 8.6k subs or something like that. So I think we can do it. Dear Lord, that motherfucker just got beamed. You've got to be, but you've got to be. Oh my god! I almost fully botted out there. I tunnel visioned. I literally felt myself tunnel visioning. I like my vision was just like not focusing on the fucking monitor. I was like, no, lock in, lock in. And I locked in and I won. Let me in! So that motherfucker is dead. And now I'm dead. Great! Oh my god, I actually survived. Wait, what? What's happening? What's happening? I should be dead. Am I locking in? Chat, I think I'm locking in. Saul Goonman. I will raise a glass to that. Is that his little fucking Ed top peeking out? No, it's not. Who the fuck is Ed? You shut the fuck up. A successful snipe. I know, we're in unprecedented territory here. I can't do a fucking successful grapple to save my life, though. Hey, you dooby. Okay, guess you don't want to be fed. I should have 10,000 hours by now and be a master. To be fair, I've probably got about like 5,000 hours total on this game. Over the course of the last 8 years. Fuck. See, chat, this is where I lose the game. I do not win. I'm trying to entice these two to fight as best I can, and I don't think it's gonna work. I don't know where the other dude is. I don't know, like, what the fuck he's up to. I'm just trying to entice them to fight. I'm gonna assume he's, like, over on this side. Dude, I'm shitting bricks. No shields. No fucking shields. That, ladies and gentlemen, might just be a wrap. Yep, it's over. Yep, that is a 2v1, ladies and gentlemen. They both put a hold on fighting each other to ensure that I die. They put a hold on shooting at each other to make sure that I fucking lose. They waited. They actually waited. They stopped shooting each other so that they could wait until I was in the open. Like, I'm at a loss for words. I'm gonna go make tea in a minute. How'd the thing go? It went pretty good. It was chill. It was fun. It was nice. It was calm. The ultimate late night album list.
Save this video because these set the standard. Let's go. To start us off, Kind of Blue by Miles
Miles Davis. Look, the vibe on this album is immaculate. I wish I was as cool as this jazz album. The whole band knew not to rush a single note, and you can hear that reflected in the music's quality.
Give me another album.
Midnight Marauders by Tribe Called Quest. The drum.
Midnight Marauders by Tribe Called Quest. We've got Promise by Sade on here. Dummy by Portishead. Mezzanine by Massive Attack. Untrue by Burial. Disintegration by The Cure. Melodrama by Lord. Nebraska by Springsteen. The Nocturnes by... was that Arthur Rubinstein? Yeah, Arthur Rubinstein. No Moonshaped Pool. Moonshaped Pool is a pretty solid night album. Sade reaction one day. The next topic vid is going to be viewers' favorite songs of all time. And I don't know when I'm going to get that filmed. Probably get that filmed. There's gonna be a 2-week gap between videos, basically, between topic videos. It's gonna be too hard. Hey, you'd have to lock in and make a choice. I've heard them all. Wait, what do you mean? I don't know what I'm gonna title the video though, because I already titled the birthday video "The Greatest Songs of All Time." So I don't know what I'd title the second topic video. Oh no, I changed the title to say my top 10 songs of all time. Make the rule that there's got to be songs I never heard? No. No. If I'm asking for people's favorite songs of all time, I can't just be like, what's your favorite song of all time that I've never listened to? Greatest songs I've never heard? That's too granular. I think that's a little too granular of a topic. I'd rather it just be people sending in songs like that I have or haven't heard, and then, you know, I could say if I've already heard the song, then it's going to give me an easier way to agree or disagree. And if I've not heard the song, it means I get an interesting first reaction out of it. And there's going to be songs that, you know, people are going to send to me that I've not heard. Songs that made me goon. God, what a concept. Gonna be the default for the next game. Gonna be Craig. All right, I'm gonna go for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna make myself some tea, and then when I'm back, we're gonna continue. How do I put it? How do I? Okay, I do this. Okay, I'm gonna put the stream on the pause menu. Okay, so I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Hello. All right, chat. I have a bit of a something to present you here. A little bit of a. I don't know what to do. So. So as you all know, I recently put out the Kanye reaction, and it did really well. Okay? It's climbing its way up to 1,000 views right now. It's gained me a good handful of subs. I am being asked in my comments to do more Kanye West, and it's something apparently people would really like to see more of. Would you be interested in a Kanye West Discog run-through? Now, I'm asking you this because if the response I get is a resounding no, then I'm not gonna do it. Okay, I'm seeing some yeses. I'm seeing a no. I'm seeing more yes. We said this. Both the ups and downs. Do a hip-hop / rap deep dive. I wanna get, like, I wanna make hip-hop a bigger part of this channel. I feel really bad that hip-hop has been just so swept under the rug on this channel. So, llama! Oh my god, an actual long llama spot. Oh, 1,000 meters. Fucking beautiful. Wait a sec, I'm back on my shit. Wait, chat, this is the game. I got a long llama spot. I'm back on my shit. The tea hit instantly, literally. It's because I'm drinking it out of the fucking Brew King mug. This thing's the size of my head. This mug is fucking massive and it's full of tea. It's so heavy. Alright, so these two cunts are about to murder each other. You know what? Yeah, they can duke it out. I don't need this building. I don't need that building, sorry. I can take this one, and then I can scrape in. Like a little bitch. See what I mean? Scrape in. Right. Balloons, perfect. AR, perfect. What I need. Right, here I come. Okay, never mind. I shot right over the guy's fucking head. Never mind, that's embarrassing. Wow. That is crazy. That's crazy. Practice round! That was a practice round with the T. That was a practice round. It was a practice round. Kanye's most recent song still Diddy free? I think so. Oh shit, did I add the Kanye album to my... I don't think I did. Oh no, I added it to the list. Okay, good. Is that the last album reaction I have on my channel? Oh no, the Queens of the Stone Age album is. I'm on the fucking weekly upload grind right now. Actually putting out a video every week. I did not add the Queens of the Stone Age album to the ranking there. Is this because he said sorry? I did see he apologized. I didn't actually look at the apology, so I don't know how good it was. Can anyone confirm if it was a good apology or not? He did it in front of that rabbi that he was having beef with, right? Oh, I'm hearing fucking Benson Boone near me. He went to a rabbi and asked for forgiveness. It was so-so. It's better than bad. I cannot wait to see what Space Ashes has done with that video, dude. I can't fucking wait. That is crazy. Like, I got Chivo editing banger videos. I've got like Space Ashes, who has done like actual professional editing, edits for CDTV, edited for you know who. Like editing for me as well. And now I'm at a point where I'm ready to just like start cracking down on the editing process even harder. Man, I am like, the content on this channel, or the quality, is about to skyrocket. You're gonna get, hopefully, bi-weekly topic videos. That's the goal. Or maybe once a month. We'll see. It depends. I don't want to overwork Space Ashes, because Space Ashes is going to be in control of the topic video style of things. Side of things, sorry. Space Ashes is going to be the one behind all of the topic videos, in terms of the editing. And, I do not want to overwork my editors who edit for me for free. So we'll see. If I have to do it once a month, that's fine. If I get to a point where I can do it bi-weekly, will they get weirder? I'll probably start getting to the point where I start doing like more niche topics and stuff like that. It'll eventually get itself there. We're gonna start off with the big ones: best songs, worst songs. Fuck, I missed that? Wow, that's embarrassing. Give me that shot a year ago. Oh, well, a couple of years ago, and I would have hit that. That exact shot. I'm trying my hardest to convince this guy that I'm really shit at the game. And not intentionally. I'm unintentionally trying my hardest to convince him I'm shit at the game. Peek me, you fucking pussy. That's right. See, that's the problem. I'm missing snipes that I know in my fucking glory days I would have hit. I'm just not in the glory days anymore. I'm not good at this fucking game anymore. Fuck that. New NFEP. Not only is no one gonna watch that, I don't want to listen to that, like, at all, content or not. Fuck a new NFEP, dude. I can't believe I missed my pump shot, but it doesn't matter because I got him anyway. Watch this little trap bait. Trap bait. There we go. Any new big releases before the year is over? Not that I can think of. It has an MGK feature. I see. Immediately becomes a must listen. Bully coming out in December. True. That's the big release we can work up towards. Fuck. Go! Why can't I? Can you not mantle that anymore? Fuck. Is there a new Megadeth out? I don't care about a new Megadeth album. I ain't listening to that shit. It's gonna be mid. No one's gonna care about it. No one's gonna even want me to talk about it. You can... Okay, I didn't know you could crouch through that. I learn new things about this game every day. Yeah, nobody's really gonna give a shit about that Megadeth album, dude. I don't even give a shit about it. It's not gonna be good. Maybe if it's like disastrous enough, I can give it a listen, because that might make for like a great video. I can already see the title. Megadeth made me wish I was Megadeth. Banger title. 1 squillion views immediately. That's right, Space Ashes is the new dungeon buddy. Unpaid labor! How long am I streaming for? I don't know. I could end up streaming, like, for ages, and I could end up, like, giving up really quick. We'll see. How long have I been going? I've already been going 2 hours, damn. Probably won't still be going by the time you're back. Oh shit. Right, no shields. It's not what we like to see. Oh, you've got to be fucking my ass. I wanted that supply drop. Alright, fuck it. I push this. I'm the worst player to ever touch this fucking game. Why am I playing like... What's happening to me? We should increase the paid request prices again? No. I think the current prices are scam enough. They're too scam. I would be inclined to agree with you. That's right, I do need gambling money. Slurp juice, because I'm blessed. It's not a slurp juice. Dear Epic Games, dear Fortnite, dear chest of Dusty Divot, please bless me with a slurp juice. Okay. Slurp juice? Not quite. Maybe I need to just say it louder. Slurp juice! Slurp juice, please? No. What's this minis right there? I don't know that I joke about it being scammy to this day. Wait, what do you mean? Well, you don't like that, like the running scam joke? That I'm scamming everybody? Could you imagine it was like a legitimate fucking scam, like I wasn't actually listening to the music? Had that shit on mute and I was just making it up as I went along. Going full Finn McKenty with it. I could be, you'd never know. Maybe I've never actually listened to fucking, I don't know, Evil Empire. Exactly, you know I can do that. Like, part of me... Part of me is tempted to revert it back to the way it was before. No, I get you, I get you. Part of me does want to put it back to the way it was before, because I do look at my prices and think, holy shit, I'm charging people that much money to get me to listen to music. Like, what? And, again, I can also look at it in the way of, like, it's better than donations on most streams, where at least people are getting something out of donating to me, instead of just having their name be read and nothing else. And I'm also providing better prices than other people, but still, it feels weird sitting here and being like, yeah, could you cough up £90 for this 60-minute album, please? Could be 9 USDMA, it could. It could. Brad's prices don't excuse other prices. I know. They don't make what I charge any more acceptable. Hey, at least it's better. Doesn't excuse it, but. Damn, I just straight up didn't fucking shoot that guy with my shotgun. Stationary target and I fucking flicked for some reason. I know, Chiva, but I'm also thinking of changing the format of the Friday and Sunday streams soon, too. That wasn't a headshot? I'm thinking of changing the format to be like ARTV rules for Friday and Sunday. You sick fuck! I wanted that kill. Yeah, I know. That's the big thing, is like, as the channel grows, with the request streams, the more I'm gonna have to rack up the numbers. Like, I've had to extend the length of the streams and put up the prices. And it's... obviously not something I'm gonna sit here and complain about. It's such a strange thing to think about, you know? It's so fucking weird. The exact fucking thing that just a couple years ago I looked at someone else's life and thought, wow, it's kind of crazy and funny that he gets to do that for a living. And now it's exactly what the fuck I'm doing for a living. Wild shit. Wild shit. My end goal is never to make a shit ton of money. I think as I've always said this, my goal is with this channel is if I can just like pay my bills and get by, that's all I care about. I don't care about like getting super fucking rich off this. You know? I just want to live comfortably so that I can make the type of content that I want to make. So money, yes, but not like fucking raking in the bank like $2 grand every stream like Brad Taste in Music was making at his peak. Finally! Fucking hell. I start getting honest and open about my position on my channel and I finally get a fucking dubski. Jesus Christ. Anyway. Rough calculations, Brad Taste in Music would have been making... Like, I'm trying to think about the amount he charged per minute, how long his streams were. He was, on my estimates, based on calculating it, making probably about $2 grand a stream. I'm not trying to get there. As of right now, I make like £200 to £300 for 8 hours of work. That is, like, crazy. I sit down, I talk about music for 8 hours. I have £200 to £300 by the end of the stream. Fucking wild. Crazy. That's ridiculous numbers for someone at 19 years old to be pulling. And I'm so fucking fortunate to be in that position. And at 3K, yeah, I'm at 3,500 subscribers. I am literally at 1% of the size that Brad Taste in Music was. And I'm making like, what? A fifth of what he was making at 1% of his size. That is fucking insane. I am literally, as of right now, living exactly the fucking dream I wanted to. And I never... I don't know. I would like to keep it Yeah, exactly. The amount I'm getting is already fucking wild. Like, I am making enough money to pay my bills for my mum. Well, not for my mum. Pay my rent and shit to my mum. I don't pay the bills for her. I pay rent to her, and then that goes towards helping out with bills and shopping and shit. I make enough money to pay rent. I make enough money to do cool shit like buy myself a green screen, buy myself a new camera, a mic, because 3 or 4 people are giving me their savings exactly. And I'm so fucking fortunate to be in the position I'm in, and to think about me making more. To think about me making more. It's not even like something that crosses my mind. I'm thinking about what right now is fucking insane. And this is coming from someone who started this channel before I even got like my first job or anything like that. Like, this has been everything for me. And I have seen my friends and how much the bullshit that they have to go through working their regular jobs is. So I'm never going to take this shit for granted. I am the luckiest motherfucker on the planet in my mind. Then what's the point of raising the prices? That's what I'm saying about bringing the prices back down to 150 a minute. Like, I don't need more than that. I really don't. For the size that the channel is, for how the streams are, considering the fact that I am changing the format. Like, I just don't need that much fucking money. I really don't. And I can't justify sitting here charging that much, considering A, the size of my channel, and B, what I consider to be the current quality of my reactions. Like, don't get me wrong, I've gotten better at it over time. I still have a ways to go. You know, I repeat myself a lot. I feel like I'm not quite at the point where I can fully justify... Like, I feel like I'm not at my best yet. I don't want to start charging too high prices when I know for a fact that I'm not... Like, I'm still improving. Just do £0 per minute now. No, see, that is how I have to stop doing this YouTube channel. Because my mum's like, okay, you're not making any money to pay rent. No more doing YouTube. Go get a job, and I have to quit this. So no, that will not be happening. I should have a hard limit on paid requests. That I wouldn't want to do. Considering I'm changing how the format's gonna go. Like, I don't think streams are going to be a set length anymore. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have, at the start of the stream, the paid queue open until it gets to, like, a certain length. And then close it, and then I'm going to do, like, a free request in between each request, if that makes sense. And that's going to be me starting to incorporate, like, stream elements into the stream as well. Like, we're going to do it basically just closer to ARTV style, because I feel like the way he does his streams is basically perfect. He goes for as long as the queue is, and he does a free request in between. He did it every couple requests, I would do it in between. Every request would be a free request that gets picked. ARTV's way of doing it is... Yeah, the way ARTV's doing it is, like, basically perfect. So I may as well just do that shit. Let the people... Wait, what? Let the people type the album in chat, then just spin it for 5? No. That system would not work. That system would not work at all. Okay, I'm keeping it as it is. That system would get very messy very fast. Because think about it, if I'm spinning it for 5, someone else is just going to pay to spin it again, and then someone else is going to pay to spin it again, and then again, and again, and again, and I'm going to have like a whole massive list of albums to get through that's going to carry over into another stream, and then into another stream, and then into another stream, and then into another stream. And it's just going to be like a never-ending loop that I'm stuck in forever. Like, I'm never going to be able to actually complete the wheel. We'd be overcomplicating a thing that ain't broke. We want albums, and all you got to do is pay me a ridiculous extortionate amount of money. Free album Fridays. Something like that could be fun to do. But like I do a stream once every few weeks where I just like pick random people who want me to listen to a specific album in chat. That could be a fun thing to do. It wouldn't be a weekly thing. I don't think I'd have time for that to do that weekly, but it could be a thing that I like make some time for every couple of weeks. That could be fun. Could be a good substitute for the wheel of albums as well. Like someone gets a hard limit 50-minute pick of any album if they get picked from the chat. Wait, hang on a sec. Let me read this chat, but it's still 150 though. It's still cheaper for people who send in songs. Too many albums gets annoying, that's why the new system works. My peak was using Notepad. God, the Notepad era was so terrible. God, going through them in order of when they were sent in. For free requests, terrible. Bad system. Bad system. I mean, it worked at like the very start of the when I was doing this, I guess, but it very, very quickly started to not work. Am I still gonna try it? I'll give it a go for the first couple streams. We'll see how it does. If it does like genuinely reduce the number of albums. But I also don't want it to deplete the number of albums. I don't want albums to just be dead on the streams, you know? What's Walteruski's style? How does he do it? Like, I would still like to get albums on, like, at least, like, 1 or 2. I'd say at least 2 on, like, every Friday and Sunday stream. That's my favorite part of the streams, is the albums. That's the most fun bit to talk about, in my opinion. Like, the albums are always the most exciting for me. Free requests are also essential for variety. Yeah, that's why I think the ARTV system is the best, where it's like paid request followed by a free request, paid request followed by a free request, and instead of it having it be like hard limit 8 hours, it's like I just take a certain amount of paid requests, wait until that's full to about like 3-ish hours, and then I intercut those with free requests. ARTV system is ass. Trust me, like, of the request streams, I think ARTV system is my favorite. You want to edit those shorts? Well, for new singles? Yeah, we can. I want to put out some new single shorts. Why do you have to be so difficult about peeking? Anyway. The easiest snipe of them all goes to... Listen. That motherfucker was shifting... You gotta be taking the piss, right? Okay. Okay. I've got an RPG too, you fucking prick. I still have an RPG, you fucking prick. Do I keep the RPG and run no heals? No sniper? Not no sniper, no AR. God, I'm keeping the sniper. Even if I'm sucking ass with it. Even when I'm not... Get the fuck in the building. Even when I'm not at the top of my game, I still want to run a sniper. From fucking... Where was that? Wait. So, 40 to 45 minutes are best for the stream. I don't know. With the way streams are going to start going, they're just going to start being random lengths, so I feel like I wouldn't really mind longer streams. Wow, fucking 20 damage. 20 damage. I cannot add you, I'm afraid. I don't do random ads. Also, the long albums are still a rarity. I don't get sent in, like, super long albums too often. What if people one day donate so many albums that adds to, like, 10 to 12 hours? I would close the queue before it got that long. Like, I wouldn't just keep the queue open. Like, once it got to a certain length, I would... You know. And if the stream ended up going, like, 10 to 12 hours, if that's what you mean... I mean, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, if that were to happen like once, I don't think I'd really care. Like if it didn't happen every single stream and it was just like one stream, it ended up going super long because I just got a bunch of shit sent in, I wouldn't complain. I fucking love, I love doing the streams. Probably get very tired. But if I had a random day where, let's say, I got, you know, enough stuff to make the stream last 12 hours, as long as it wasn't like every stream, if it was still just a rarity, I would be cool with that. Every once in a while I get one where I go from 2 o'clock to fucking 2 in the morning, and then I head straight to bed, you know? That's going to happen a lot when I get bigger. As this channel grows, the prices will increase. By the time I'm at 5k, the prices will probably be up to £2 a minute. And then by the time I'm at 10k, that'll probably be up to like £3 a minute. You know? As this channel grows, the prices are going to increase. And we'll deal with it when it happens. We're trying to... I don't know, it feels like right now I've been trying to pre-sort out an issue that's gonna be further down the line, and I don't know, as of right now it's not an issue. When we get to it, there will be price increases down the road, of course. Exactly, I need to grow first. So as of right now, I'm comfortable with where the request streams are at. I am making more than enough money to pay rent to my mum, to do cool shit like buy myself a green screen, buy myself a new cool mic, hopefully get myself a new fucking phone soon. I mean, I can't really complain with where I'm at. There's no need to try and scale up before it's time, you know? Damn, that guy wants my head on a fucking pike. Wow. If I have money left to throw it out, yeah. Like, when me and Maya were together, we'd go out. I'd order food when I was at her place, when she was here. Go to the cinema and shit like that. I want to start, like, maybe making the cinema a weekly thing I do. I want to start up the movie and a game series on the movie channel, dude. I want to actually do that. I want to, like, go see a movie once a week and make that, like, a weekly thing where I, like, get a fresh reaction as soon as I walk in the door. I hop into a game of CS and I just fucking shoot the shit, blabber about what I just watched. I have like a little movie review series on the movie channel. It allows me to get back on my movie grind as well. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like the cinema every week. It can be like, you know, an older movie that I want to watch, you know? Maybe eventually I'll get to Love and Mercy like everyone keeps fucking hounding me about. Keyword there is maybe, by the way. Love and Mercy isn't even that good. I don't know what to expect going into it. I have no gauge of what the quality of that movie is going to be, or what to expect in terms of how it's going to resonate with me. I have no fucking idea. Yeah, I've never understood why people say Love and Mercy is like a must watch for me. I'm not even like the biggest Beach Boys fan. Like, I'm sure I'd find the film interesting enough. But I am a far cry from, like, the biggest Beach Boys fan on the planet, you know? Time out DHD for 30 days. Yeah? Holy shit. Time out for such blasphemy. Best biopic you've seen. Damn. Even better than Bohemian Rhapsody, the beloved 2018 Bohemian Rhapsody. The film that nobody had any issues with at all. Definitely not. Paul Dano's performance. I have heard incredible things about Paul Dano as Brian Wilson. I have heard that that is an all-timer from him. And that's one of the most enticing factors for me is Paul Dano as Brian Wilson. That's a good bit of casting there. Fuck. Fuck. No. Son of a bitch, right? Just fucking random no scope off into the distance. Oh, the edge of that cliff looked like a llama from afar. I'm trying to drink tea and drive at the same time. Literally drinking and driving. Oh yeah, John Cusack's in that film as well. Who does he play? Oh, Brian. Oh, I didn't even fucking read the rest of that. I just saw Cusack and I was like, oh yeah, John Cusack is in that film. Yeah, I forget that the film is about him in different phases of his life. I don't know why, but when the film comes to mind, it's just all about that Paul. It's just all Paul Dano in my head. Oh, there we go. That's the type of shit I would use to hit, man. Back in my day. Holy shit, chat. Maybe I am him. Maybe I'm him. I think I've got it back. All of my aura has finally returned. Okay, I'm... Maybe not fully, but we're getting there. Bye-bye, Snoop Dogg E-Dog. It's about schizophrenia. Wait, Brian Wilson has schizophrenia? Really? Wait, am I like... am I misinterpreting what you're saying? Brian Wilson had schizophrenia? No, I didn't fucking know that. I couldn't... At least I couldn't remember it. Oh my god, I'm going to fucking break my monitor. Oh my god, I need to be careful with what... Usually I would be saying such profane things. I would be saying such profane things that would get this stream taken down. Oh, I would be saying... I'd be talking about keeping myself safe, if you know what I mean. I'd be talking about keeping myself safe. And YouTube doesn't like it when I talk about that. I vaguely remember him talking about him being in a mental institution. I said that so American. Institution. I do remember that. I don't remember learning about him having schizophrenia, though. Interesting. I learn something new every day. Schizoaffective disorder. What does that mean? I'm assuming that's like different from regular schizophrenia, right? Meant to hit sprint. I see. Shit, I can't believe I didn't know that. Wow. Kind of, yeah. Particularly pet sounds. Well, I need to re-listen to Smile to remind myself about like some of the lyrical content with that album. Unlucky. He was under a conservatorship? Conservatorship? I'm not too sure how to say that. Boom boom. Fuck. Boing boing. Fuck. Son of a bitch, you got away with it. Well, I'm fucked. Unless it's a bot. Which it is. That's nice. At least I get to live a little longer. Chug Jug would be... Oh, it would be so blessed. I'm not blessed. Oh, fuck you. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Shouldn't have left the nest. Oh my god. Damn, 20 years of that, fuck. There's a grapple there, actually, isn't it? And I'm dead. So I get for playing too cocky. Such a weird thing to think, like, that we are alive at the same time as, like, members of acts such as the Beach, was it the Beachy Boys? My brain was mixing the Beach Boys and the Beastie Boys. As members of the Beach Boys or the Beatles or someone like Bob Dylan, someone like Joni Mitchell. Like, people who feel so just... I don't know, they just already feel like established pieces of music history. You know, they feel... And I don't mean this to say, like, oh, they're old as fuck. They already feel, like, in terms of music terms, ancient to me. Like, a Beatles album, in my mind... Holy shit. I will not be blabbering. Because I need to lock it. Mantle! Or don't. Like, I don't know, there's just something about an album like an Abbey Road, or a Highway 61, or a Blue by Joni Mitchell, that, I don't know, they just feel like such established and old pieces of music history at this point. They may as well be the musical Bible, you know? Yeah, Pet Sounds. And it's strange that, like, those people are actually, like, still around. Like, Joni Mitchell's still alive. Paul McCartney and Ringo Starr are still alive. Joni Mitchell's still alive. Bob Dylan is still alive. It's crazy that Bob Dylan is still alive. That man... His lungs must be made of fucking tar by this point. What are we gonna do when they go? Make new... Exactly. It's interesting to try and think of what the new wave of, like, people considered in the same vein as a Paul McCartney will be. Who will that be? Will it be, like... Because I would say that also applies to some people, like some artists from the 70s as well. Like, I think of David Byrne in the same way. I think of someone like Sting in the same way. They aren't quite as old. They're in their 70s. But I almost would put someone like David Byrne, someone like Sting, within that same camp. You know, he's no longer with us, but I thought of, until he passed, I thought of Ozzy Osbourne in the exact same way. I guess the next wave would be like 80s and 90s artists. Are they teaming? They're pretending to fight to lure me over. Holy shit. What 2000s artists would I consider legends? I think Gerard Way will hit that status. I feel like people like Gerard Way, the White Stripes, Jack White, actually, that's a great point. 100% Jack White, maybe the White Stripes on the whole. Kendrick Lamar is going to reach that status. Kanye West will probably reach that status, even with him turning out to be, you know, the complete fucking dickhead that he is. This isn't 2000s, but 90s. Obviously, Kurt Cobain has kind of reached that legend, mythical status with his passing. Same would go to someone like Jeff Buckley and Elliott Smith. I think that Tom York will reach that point. Phil Elverum isn't popular enough. Maybe if after his passing, a work like A Crow Looked at Me or The Glow Part 2 becomes way more popular. Phil Elverum's just not, like... Sufjan Stevens, I think, has a great chance of reaching that status. Someone like Aphex Twin as well. Daft Punk. Queens of the Stone Age, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of artists that will become more like pieces of musical history in the same way that like like with albums that will be looked back on the same way that right now Abbey Road is looked back on. Like you have to talk about Nirvana, you have to talk about Kendrick Lamar, you have to talk about Radiohead, you have to talk about say Daft Punk with Discovery 100%. I don't know about Queens of the Stone Age. I'd say Like Clockwork could maybe get that reevaluation. Like it's like people are already coming around on it being the best Queens of the Stone Age album right now, but I don't. That time will tell on Queens of the Stone Age. I don't think so though, personally. Imagine Dragons making timeless, influential classics. Magdalena Bay, maybe. Magdalena Bay have a lot more proving themselves to go though. I think that they've proved themselves as one of the best pop artists of the time. How they age is going to be a big factor. Cameron Winter has a lot of potential. Absolutely. I'd say it would be quite shocking if Cameron Winter didn't eventually reach that status. King Gizzard, no. I don't think King Gizzard are ever going to reach, like... I think King Gizzard are going to be... like an... not necessarily underground, but a more niche... like, cool thing that we look back on, if that makes sense. Bjork! Yeah, Bjork. That's a big miss from me. Bjork, 100%. System of a Down for metal... System of a Down are like the Black Sabbath of the 2000s. The impact is what makes the in the way that they are like looked at in the same way that a Bob Dylan, that a Joni Mitchell, that a Paul McCartney, like the remaining Beatles are. So I'm trying to quantify it as in like what artists in 50 years are going to be looked back on in the same way that we look at Paul McCartney and Bob Dylan. Like what albums are we going to look at in the same way as you know, Pet Sounds and Abbey Road, Chocolate Starfish. Yeah, I think Toxicity is a big one. I feel like Toxicity is a pretty safe pick. I mean, it's the highest rated metal album of all time. Currents could be looked at as like a psychedelic pop, like the gold standard for psychedelic pop. Absolutely, I think that... I think it's gonna go to Pimp a Butterfly for hip hop. I cannot see anything. I can't see anything doing To Pimp a Butterfly type shit. Like again for another probably like 10 years, like 20 years after its release. Because I'm trying to think of what like the last album that was. Like, I put To Pimp a Butterfly already with, like, an Abbey Road in terms of, like, iconic, already established masterpiece gonna be looked back on. Was the last one before that OK Computer? Was it... Are there any... I guess Toxicity for the 2000s. I feel like Toxicity is one of those albums, OK Computer is one of those albums, To Pimp a Butterfly is one of those albums... What the fuck is happening? Why am I swapping between items? Brat's got some more standing the test of time to do. I don't know about Brat. That's one that could, but it's also one that could maybe not necessarily get forgotten, but kind of become just another like classic that's not like, you know. Because I don't feel like Brat is going to be regarded. It's difficult to say if Brat is going to be regarded in the same way as like an Abbey Road or like a Currents. Currents is a better example. I feel like Currents has already received that status. Demon Days, I'd say Plastic Beach more over Demon Days, honestly. But I'd say both would apply. I think Plastic Beach has the better reception across the board, doesn't it? And I think with new listeners, I think Plastic Beach is going to be more the like conceptual hit. Like let's say 20 years down the line, could I imagine like my children's generation when they're in their late teens, what are they going to be mid to late teens, what are they going to be listening to? I can see it being Plastic Beach over Demon Days. Demon Days has more hits, but Plastic Beach is the better received album. Plastic Beach is like the conceptual masterpiece. Yeah, Aphex Twin 100%. I think Aphex Twin is going to be held up there. Like simply for like his influence on like a Tom York, lots of the popular artists of right now, like a Porter Robinson and shit like that. Feel Good as the Gorillas Creep though, and okay, what the you are sideways, my man. James Murphy is a maybe actually. LCD Sound System is one I could see getting that level of love moving into the future. Fucking idiot. Did that lose me the game? No, it did not. Yeah, James Murphy, that's one that is a toss-up for me. I think that an album like This Is Happening could absolutely take that in the future. Nirvana are already there. Kurt Cobain's passing, I think, solidified Nirvana there anyway. Like, Nirvana are there. Nirvana are already held in the same regard as, like, the Beatles, in the same regard as, like, Queen and stuff like that. Like, Nirvana are there already. Yeah, Nevermind solidified it. You know, fucking In Utero was like the fucking nail in the coffin, and then Kurt Cobain's passing just absolutely was like, that's a crazy 2 projects to leave behind, and then a debut that people really enjoy as well. Foo Fighters, no, but Dave Grohl is going to be remembered like that. Fishman's, no. Fishman's definitely not. That scene was legendary, yeah. Like, I think the 2 big ones for the 90s, you gotta have Nirvana and Radiohead. I think that there's also, like, for rock music, I mean. Outside of that, the 90s, did Outkast start in the 90s? I think Outkast might be looked back on with that lens. I can definitely see that legendary run of albums being looked back on in the same lens that people will look back on, like, Kendrick Lamar's discography 50 years down the line. Oasis, no. And that's not even me saying that because I don't like them. Oasis just aren't that. Too many people fucking hate him. Too many people just fucking hate Oasis. Their scene was insane. I think Oasis versus Blur is going to be remembered more so than Oasis itself. Or Blur itself, obviously. I think the true winner of the bunch there would just go to Gorillaz. I think Damon Albarn made just the side project that went more successful than either of the two big rivals. I think that the Britpop war of the 90s will go down bigger than any of the Britpop bands. And Damon Albarn made a more successful side project. I think Gorillaz is a more successful project than Oasis. Like, I'm not just talking quality. I think Gorillaz... obviously, I'm fucking gonna think they're better in quality. But I'm not just talking quality. I'm talking, like, numbers in terms of relevancy. Like, Gorillaz are 100% gonna, like, stand the test of time. I think Gorillaz maybe looks back on... in that, like, same crazy, mind-blowing, legendary status, honestly. I wouldn't be surprised. I feel like also I would need to throw in some pop punk legends in there, like with how huge pop punk got. I would say Gerard Way and Hayley Williams would be the two. Like with how massive that fucking scene got and how influential it was. I feel like it would be a miss not to... like include Gerard Way and Hayley Williams. Pilots will never. No, they won't. I think that their 21 Pilots are very important for right now, but they're not going to be looked back on in the same way, just simply due to reception of their output and the fact that they didn't really maintain quite that same momentum. Like, for as much as I don't think it's great, Blurry Face is a very important pop album for the 2010s. I think Sleep Token are one that are going to be forgotten as well. Fuck's sake. One Backstreet Boys or In Sync track off the top of your head? Yeah, okay, of course I can. You got fucking Backstreet's Back. I Want It That Way. In Sync, you've got Bye Bye Bye. Is that the name of the song? It is called Bye Bye Bye, isn't it? About Green Day? Green Day are not going to be... Look, no. No. American Idiot is about as close as they're going to get, but American Idiot is no, like, Black Parade. You know? I really don't think Green Day are going to be looked back on like that. Especially, again, how inconsistent their reception has been. They only really have two, like, properly beloved albums, and that's, again, American Idiot and fucking Dookie. Is it? I've always seen the Black Parade as being the more popular release, like, in terms of conversation, in terms of influence, in terms of just, like, discussion I see around them as well. Really? Is it? Huh. Certainly don't think American Idiot's is as important as the Black Parade, though. Like, the Black Parade was basically pop punk's send-off, you know? Like, after the Black Parade, what big pop punk releases did you have? Oh, well, Infinity on High came out after Black Parade, but that I wouldn't count that. Infinity on High is very much more so a full-on just Fall Out Boy album as opposed to like a representation of pop punk as a whole. Besides Infinity on High, the Black Parade was basically it for like pop punk after that point. You're telling me that come on, Boulevard of Broken Dreams, yes, but Holiday bigger than Welcome to the Black Parade. Wake Me Up When September Ends bigger than Welcome to the Black Parade, or Teenagers. Really? That's surprising. My view of it is very different. Hey, fair enough. I still don't think... Like, American Idiot is already being reevaluated, and a lot of people are sort of, like, growing off of it. That's not happened with the Black Parade, and I don't think it will. Honestly, it seems like as time passes, people only seem to love that album more and more. American Idiot over Black Parade, you should be shot for that. Fiona Apple's not going to be remembered like that, I don't think. But again, very important artist. But I don't think she's going to be looked back on as quite on the same level as like a Beatles. Like in the same way that I think someone like Nirvana is. Ooh, Madonna. That's kind of a fucking huge one for pop. Will I be remembered in 10 years? I mean, hopefully. I'm only 19. If I've already had to fucking retire from this at 29, God, that must mean I'm cooked. What's my favorite Green Day song? Probably Longview. Yeah, I'd say Longview. Just have to give him that extra shot. Fuck out my game. Super Bigot will be the most legendary album. True. Fuck out my game. This is gonna be my last game, I think. By the way. Just realized I've been going for, what, like, 3 hours. I think I'm gonna call it after this game. Purple Scar just lying on the ground. Don't mind if I yes. Alright, Shiva, thank you for being here. I'm really trying to like rack my brain for other artists that I can fit into this like the Beatles of like 30, 40, 50 years in the future status, you know? I'm trying to think. Deftones... no. I feel like some of those new metal, alt metal bands like a Deftones, Korn, Tool... Tool are more like the prog, new metal, alt metal. I feel like they're more going to be like they're going to be more niche. System of a Down, I think, are the one that's going to break through, and Rage Against the Machine. I think Rage Against the Machine are going to, and System of a Down are going to be the two that hold that status. Bisexual first reaction to Tom McDonald, no lies. He said no lies. That's what I'm fucking talking about. That's content. Like, it's weird to think, like, the political gold standard of music, I think, for old music is Bob Marley. Bob Marley is among that, like, Beatles status, you know? Are Rage Against the Machine and System of a Down going to be that equivalent, where instead of reggae, it's metal? Elliott Smith and Jeff Buckley are already there, in my opinion. Elliott Smith and Jeff Buckley are both, like, there. Again, their passing has made them legendary in a Nick Drake sort of way. Except I think both of them had... Did both of them have fair, like, commercial success before they passed? I know Jeff Buckley probably did. The Cure, ooh. I think that The Cure's, like, intergenerational appeal is going to be big for them, because, like, People my age fuck with The Cure, you know? You know, Gen Z are fucking with The Cure. Bear in mind, I'm on like the younger side of Gen Z. Well, I say the younger side. I'm in the middle. The Cure's influence spans a lot. It really does. And like, they're still beloved today. They're still being discovered by people my age who are loving them. They're still finding mainstream success. Like, like having a whole new wave of like in the TikTok era. MF Doom. Oh, MF Doom. That is a... I would say yes. I think that you have Food, Mad Villainy... I forget what the other album's called. Another one of his more popular albums. I'm blanking on the name of it. That's my bad. I think Food and Mad Villainy... Like, if Nirvana can have Nevermind and In Utero, MF Doom can have Food and Mad Villainy. 100%. Vaudeville Villain, I think that's the one I'm thinking of. I think MF Doom, Outkast for like that late 90s, early 2000s era of hip-hop. Eminem is going to be remembered in that light regardless, I think. Even if he doesn't have the best public image, even if he doesn't have the most like consistency in terms of like enjoyment of his work, I think he's just too iconic a figure to not be. I think Eminem is like one of the biggest locks for that. Yeah, his personality alone. I think Linkin Park are gonna go down like that as well, where people are still gonna be talking about like Hybrid Theory and Meteora, and you know, maybe we may get some like revisionism on albums like A Thousand Suns or Minutes to Midnight, where people in the future go back and rediscover those albums as being like, I don't know, I could see people seeing them as like forward thinking looking back. Death will factor into legends. Like Chester Bennington is hailed as a legend, so I think that Linkin Park can be a pretty safe lock for that when we get to the point where they're all like, you know, in their 70s and 80s. Yeah, but I think Linkin Park are going to hold that status as well. Like, when you think the peak of nu metal, in my head, I think, well, in like the early 2000s, in my brain goes to Slipknot, Linkin Park, and System of a Down. Those are the big three for like that early 2000s nu metal. Like the face of, I think, just 2000s metal in general. Of course, you did have other bands come into the fold around the time as well. But those are the three like biggest hitters, and I don't think Slipknot will ever achieve that same status. Ween and Primus as well are too oddball. Well, Zappa, I'd say Zappa's up there actually. Ouch. They could maybe get the Zappa treatment, honestly. Ween and Primus could get the Zappa treatment. Where they are just looked back upon as like these fucking oddball legends. Like the Mollusk in Quebec could get like crazy amounts of notoriety in the future. An album like fucking Pork Soda as well, or Frizzle Fry. Sufjan Stevens, I think would be a pretty safe bet. Carrie and Lowell. And also having Illinois Death, obviously. Oh, the band Death. Ooh. See, that one is one I'm not too sure of. Our Death... I feel like being in the 2020s, we're 25 years removed from, roughly 25 years removed from the end of death. Are they going to stand another 25 years? Is the question in my head. Because Death, they aren't the biggest band. They're popular. They are definitely popular, but they aren't the biggest band. That one I'm a little torn on. Death, I am torn on. I'm not sure. I think size is genuinely a big factor. Here's one. Do we think that Weezer for Blue and Pinkerton could be remembered in that same way? Will Blue and Pinkerton be kind of looked back upon in the same ranks as OK Computer, as Nevermind, as Stankonia, I guess, for like a similar-ish era? Will it hold up for that long? I'd say so. Brandon's agreeing with me. Definitely Blue, yeah. I wonder if Pinkerton is going to kind of get that larger appreciation looking into the future. It's a musical timestamp? Yeah. Like Blue is important enough an album in my opinion for it to reach that. They put the bunker in early. It's not season 7 yet. The bunker's not meant to be here until season 7. That's so cool. Doesn't have the same reach. True. Yeah, Pinkerton is one I'm a little unsure on whether that's gonna like become a cultural mainstay. I think Blue will hold its spot. Like, it's got the crazy hits. Dead Kennedys, maybe. Dead Kennedys are almost there, in my opinion. Like, Dead Kennedys was a name I knew about before I started getting like into music. You know, Dead Kennedys was a name I was aware of off the bat. So that is a good sign for them. But they're also not like, they're not huge. They aren't like on the same level as a punk band like The Clash or anything like that. And The Clash are remembered as like London Calling, you know? It's looked back on as just like a gold standard. I mean legendary worldwide, like, and also and to music fans, like people who have like the ability to be both. So again, thinking about like a Beatles, a Bob Dylan, a Beach Boys. Smashing Pumpkins, Siamese Dream, and Melancholy. Those are heavy hitters, for sure. Oh, Michael Jackson, 100%. Michael Jackson's already there after his death, though, I think. I think Michael Jackson is one of the few to come out of the 80s, like, that I'd say are already there. I'd say Metallica are there as well. And Prince. I'd say the big three in terms of 80s would be Metallica, MJ, and Prince, even though Prince is technically 70s. And MJ is also technically 70s, but still. Depeche Mode are kind of getting that same reevaluation as The Cure, dude. Like, they're getting that big appreciation from people my age through things like TikTok and factors like that. I feel like bands having a resurgence is going to be a big thing with a lot of this stuff. Was there a not a reevaluation, but a reappreciation of Depeche Mode? In the same way The Cure was. Like, that gothic aesthetic that Depeche Mode brought to pop music and that The Cure brought to more of a rock space, even though it still very much was like very poppy, very synthy. TikTok had a big hand in bringing that aesthetic back, and that was huge in terms of people my age. Like, discovering them and giving them an actual chance, where I feel like, if anything, had that not been the case, they would have just been remembered for probably being cringe and just like this edgy gothic band that made the song about like the fucking Spider-Man or whatever. Or the guy with the whiny ass vocals, you know? I think that reevaluation is very big for bands like this, the Cure. That's the Smiths. The Smiths are the biggest fucking snub well, not the biggest fucking snub, but one of the biggest snubs we've had so far that we've not mentioned. The Smiths are 100%. I feel like they're already there though. They're 70s. The Smiths are 70s, right? 70s and 80s. Like, the Smiths are there. I'd say the Cure are there, the Smiths are there. We'll see if Depeche Mode can hold itself up. I feel like out of all of the locks, Depeche Mode are one that have a lot of potential to become that. But we'll need to see if they can, like, keep up that same level of notoriety. Am I stuck down here? Oh wait, no, I've got a grappler. Shit, I didn't need to lose health there, dude. Oh fuck, I thought you were close. Shit, I'm dead. Yep, I missed the shot. Yep, missing my shots. It's wraps. It's over. It's been fun. Like, yeah, I just wasn't winning that. That guy was 100. I couldn't find any fucking heals. People used to judge MCR way harder, for example. Yeah. And I feel like, well, they're people my age. Like, I imagine before the big... if there weren't to be no resurgence of, like, the gothic aesthetic through things like TikTok and shit like that, and The Cure finding, like, a massive boost in popularity out of nowhere because of it, I imagine were I to show some people that I know that really love The Cure, that, if they hadn't had the resurgence, I don't think they'd like it. Hey, they're obviously a band someone like me and anyone watching this stream would stumble upon because, you know, we are all in the music scene. An album like Disintegration is just so well stated at this point, is just so important at this point. But I think that bands having resurgences is going to be a massive thing. Like, we've seen it with... Deftones have had a resurgence. I don't think they're quite at the same level yet as, like, a Cure level resurgence, but Deftones had a big resurgence. I'd say the same applies to a band like Depeche Mode. I think that's going to be a big thing that determines, like, legends that get rediscovered, like a Nick Drake sort of, like, retrospective discovery of, like, their incredible shit. From like, people my age and people younger moving forward. Like, I imagine... I wonder if in 20 years people are going to discover... Or that, like, some shit's going to get popular and people are going to all of a sudden be turned on to... fucking Marussia. You know? Or if people are going to look back on an artist like Little Sims in that way. I feel like Little Sims would be a big contender. She just doesn't have that popularity yet. Not everyone has heard like 3,000 songs. Apparently, that's not normal. Yeah, not a lot of people. You know, most people don't explore music in the same way that like people like us do, where they dig as deep as they can. They just fully immerse themselves in it. They don't do that, and that's fine. You know, I feel like it's, you know, a reasonable expectation that not everybody is going to have music as their thing, in the same way that not everybody has movies or books or games as their thing. Music is just another medium like that. And in the same way that, like, an old game will randomly have a massive resurgence, an old movie will suddenly start getting quoted a whole bunch. I think that we're going to see albums that have come out now, 20, 30 years down the line, maybe have big resurgences. I'm trying to look here at what would be good examples of that. Like, I think Little Sims is one of the biggest examples. I think Little Sims is maybe the biggest, in my opinion. Where, as of right now, I think she is a very underrated artist, someone who deserves a lot more attention than she's getting. And I think that it's going to be a case of her getting popular further down the line. With albums like Simbi, with albums like Lotus, with albums like fuck, again, I'm blanking on the name of that other album that she put out that was great. Grey Area. No Thank You as well, I think, was a solid release. Stuff like that. I think that's going to be a big factor in what is popular and what stands the test of time further down the line. But you already have your established ones that are already locked in from like 80s and onwards. Like Metallica is a lock, Michael Jackson is a lock, Prince is a lock, Radiohead are a lock, Nirvana are a lock, Jeff Buckley's a lock, System of a Down are a lock, Weezer are a lock. Say someone like Madonna would be a pretty easy one to lock in. I think an album like Currents is going to hold that stature moving forward. Daft Punk, with both Discovery and Random Access Memory. And then I'd say talent like Gerard Way and Hayley Williams maybe will be remembered more than the bands that they were respectively a part of, because I feel like a name like Gerard Way and a name like Hayley Williams kind of go above My Chemical Romance and Paramore, you know? I feel like those are examples of names that go above the band in the same way like a Freddie Mercury goes above Queen, in the way I view it, at least. Or I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if you might completely disagree with my take on that, but that's kind of the way I view it, is that some people have names that go above the bands that they are in. Like, I see Hayley Williams as more than Paramore. George Michael better than Wham? Yeah, I see Hayley Williams as a name going above Paramore. I see Gerard Way as a name going above My Chemical Romance. I feel like that's a big thing, actually, for like legend status as well, as like, does the artist within the like, for bands specifically, does the artist within the band stand above the band itself? Well, or do pieces of the band stand above the band itself? Like Tom York, does he? Actually, I don't know if Tom York goes above Radiohead. I wouldn't say that, no. But Kurt Cobain, I would say so. I'd say can maybe apply that to Rivers Cuomo and Weezer. I don't know. I'm not too certain about that one, though. Anyway, I'm tired and I'm just getting to the point of blabbering. I'm actually gonna fucking log off now. I've been going for 3.5 hours. It's been a much longer stream than I was anticipating. I thought I was gonna go for an hour and a half, and we times that by what, like 2.333 recurring. It's not bad. Thank you guys for being here, Ryan K, Midnight, Brandon. It's basically just been you three blabbering for the end of this stream. Thank you for engaging in a very lengthy discussion with me. That was a fun, almost like a live big think, I guess, talking about artists that are going to be remembered further down the line. Agree with that? What, George Michael better than Wham? I mean, I guess. I mean, I'm going to be honest. If you had asked me, is George Michael in Wham a minute ago, I'd be like, I don't fucking know. And I know George Michael's name, and Wham isn't a name that comes to mind, so I would agree. I would agree. But yeah, anyway, I'm actually gonna head off now. Thank you guys for being here. Tomorrow, most likely request stream again. We'll see. I've been a little shaky today. If I'm not feeling great tomorrow, I am going to cancel, so I'm just going to give you the pre-warning, but it's looking likely that the request stream is going to be tomorrow. It's looking likely. So, assuming all is going well, I will see you guys tomorrow for a request stream. Bye-bye.